Sharing devices button. Delta. Voiceover off.
Today's game features the New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres. Leading off the inning, Kilvio Veras. Change up high and away. Pulled down the left side. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. One out and nobody on. Next up, Tony Gwynn. Hit down the line. It's foul. Easy out. Out. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, the third baseman. Foul ball. That's foul. That's foul. That's foul. Popped straight up. Play made. Third out, we go to the bottom of the inning. Dead even in the first. Leading off the inning, Chuck Knobloch. Hit to left field. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Derek Jeter. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, Paul O'Neill. Hit weakly to the right side. Over to first. He's out of there. Out. 3's out. That ends the inning. At the top of the second, it's 0-0. Here comes the designated hitter. Foul ball. Play made. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, Greg Vaughn. That's foul. Change up inside. 2 strikes on him. He struck him out. Next up, Wally Joyner. Popped straight up. No problem. 3 up and 3 down. Dead even in the second. Here comes the designated hitter. Hit weakly to the right side. He's out of there. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, Bernie Williams. Hit to right field. One out on. Up next, Tino Martinez. Hit to right field. Safe. 1 out and 2 on. Up next, Scott Brocious. Hit up the middle. Throw to second. He's out of there. He's out of there. 3 up and 3 down. After 2, it's 0-0. Leading off the inning, the center fielder. Popped straight up. No problem. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Carlo Hernandez. Hit to center field. One out, 1 on. Up next, Chris Gomez. Nice pitch. Steve. That's foul. Sacrifice bunt. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. 2 outs and 1 on. Next up, Kilvio Veras. Hit up the middle. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. That retires the side. Dead even in the third. Leading off the inning, Chad Curtis. Fastball down the middle. Right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball down the middle. Great pitch. Nice strike. Hit to left field. One on and nobody out. Up next, Jorge Posada. Hit up the left side. To second. Safe at second. 2 on and no outs. Up next, Chuck Knobloch. No sink on that sinker. 0-1. 2 strikes on him. Fastball outside. Not even close. Strike 3. Take a seat. Up next, Derek Jeter. One and 0. Great pitch. Nice strike. Hit to left field. And a run scores. 1 out and 2 on. Up next, Paul O'Neill. Hit up the middle. To second. Safe. Over to first. Safe. Fly ball could score a run. Next up, the designated hitter. Sacrifice bunt. Throw to home. He's out of there. Over to first. Safe. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Next up, Bernie Williams. Oh and 1. Strike. He locked him up. Strike 3. Take a seat. That's the 3rd out with the bases left loaded. At the top of the 4th, the New York Yankees lead by 1. Here comes Tony Gwynn. Popped straight up. Easy out. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, the 3rd baseman. Hit down the line. Foul ball. Strike 3. Take a seat. Next up, the designated hitter. Pulled down the left side. Easy catch. 3 up and 3 down. Tight game. Here comes Tino Martinez. One and 0. Fastball down the middle. Caught him looking. Hit to center field. One on and nobody out. Next up, Scott Brocious. Fastball down the middle. Hit to right field. 2 on and no outs. Up next, Chad Curtis. Hit to right field. No problem. To second. Throw to first. He's out of there. At the top of the 5th, the New York Yankees lead by 1. Here comes Greg Vaughn. Foul ball. Popped straight up. Play made. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, Wally Joyner. That's foul. Curveball inside. That's foul. That's foul. Foul ball. Foul ball. He struck him out. Up next, the center fielder. Popped straight up. Nice catch. 3rd out, we go to the bottom of the inning. Tight game. Here comes Jorge Posada. Hit weakly down the line. He's out of there. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Chuck Knobloch. Hit to center field. No problem. Out. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, Derek Jeter. Fastball low and away. Swoosh. Way behind that pitch. Hit weakly up the middle. Throw to first. He's out of there. 3's out. That ends the inning. At the top of the 6th, the New York Yankees lead by 1. Leading off the inning, Carlo Hernandez. Foul ball. Oh, he's hit by the pitch. Next up, Chris Gomez. Hit weakly up the middle to second. He's out of there. He's out of there. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, Kilvio Veras. That's foul. Foul ball. Foul ball. That's foul. Strike 3. Take a seat. 3rd out, we go to the bottom of the inning. Tight game. Leading off the inning, Paul O'Neill. Hit weakly to the right side. He's out of there. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, the designated hitter. Sprayed down the left side. 1 out, 1 on. Next up, Bernie Williams. Foul ball. Sprayed down the left side to second. Safe at second. 1 out and 2 on. Up next, Tino Martinez. Hit weakly up the middle. Throw to second. He's out of there. Throw to first. At the top of the 7th, the New York Yankees lead by 1. Leading off the inning, Tony Gwynn. Foul ball. Nice catch. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Up next, the 3rd baseman. Foul ball. Foul ball. Popped straight up. No problem. Out. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, the designated hitter. Foul ball. No chance of catching that one. That's foul. Hit to center field. No problem. Out. 3 up and 3 down. Tight game. Here comes Scott Brocious. That's foul. Hit up the middle. One on and nobody out. Up next, Chad Curtis. That's foul. Here's a pickoff attempt. Safe at first. Safe. Ground ball pulled down the left side to second. Safe. Over to first. Safe at first. 2 on and no outs. Next up, Jorge Posada. Hit up the right side to second. Safe. Throw to first. He's out of there. Fly ball could score a run. Next up, Chuck Knobloch. Hit up the middle. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. 2 outs and 2 on. Up next, Derek Jeter. Hit down the line. Foul ball. Hit to left field. And a run scores. And a run scores. 2 outs and 1 on. Up next, Paul O'Neill. Way behind that pitch. Hit down the line. Throw to first. He's out of there. Out. That's the 3rd out with a man stranded. At the top of the 8th, the New York Yankees lead by 3. Here comes Greg Vaughn. Foul ball. That's foul. He struck him out. Up next, Wally Joyner. Fastball inside. Hit down the line. Fastball outside. That's foul. That's foul. Hit up the middle. Over to first. He's out of there. Out. 2 outs, nobody on. Next up, the center fielder. Swoosh. Right. Hit up the middle. No problem. 3 up and 3 down. Leading off the inning, the designated hitter. Hit weakly to the left side. Over to first. He's out of there. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Bernie Williams. That's foul. Hit to center field. One out, one on. Up next, Tino Martinez. Hit to center field. To second. He's out of there. He's out of there. At the top of the 9th, the New York Yankees lead by 3. Leading off the inning, Carlo Hernandez. Change up outside. That's foul. That's foul. No problem. Out. 1 out and nobody on. Next up, Chris Gomez. It's a ball. Hit up the middle. No problem.
Out.
2 outs, nobody on. Next up, Kilvio Veras. Oh and 1. Hit to center field. Nice catch. This game is over. The New York Yankees win the game.